And we welcome you into Pioneer Arena for tonight's second of our SAC Conference Carolinas Challenge between the Tusculum Pioneers and the Lees-McRae Bobcats. For Lees-McRae, Chad Hicks, Ed Wilson, Jonathan Henry, Dante Falls, and LaPrice Lynch. Starting five for Steve Harden and assistant coach Keith Mr. Jennings. Of course, I'm old enough to know that Keith Mr. Jennings, part of that great ETSU run with the Buccaneers, late 80s, early 90s. For the Pioneers, it'll be Kendall Patterson, Corey Fagan, Ronnie Baylark, the newcomer for the Pioneers this year, the Marion military transfer or military academy guy out of Crestview, Florida, Crestview High School. Zach Davis and Connor Mitchell, missed all of last year due to an injury, is back. The Pioneers, coached by Michael Jones in his sixth year here at Tusculum. Jay Welburn, the assistant. Backdoor look by the Pioneers to get things started for Ronnie Baylark is good. This good look from Davis, and it's a quick 2-0 lead for the Pioneers. New uniforms, new look for them this season. Tusculum playing without Chase Mounts tonight in a walking boot. Both teams come in with some high expectations. Pioneers finishing 8th last year in the league. Zach Davis all the way, cannot finish, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Does a good job to get out of the way as Connor Mitchell crashing. Davis just couldn't finish at that time. Both teams similar. Tusculum finished 14 and 15, the 8th seed in the conference, took on LMU, who you just saw play and dominate King, finishing the season as the national runner-up a year ago. The Bobcats look to improve on their 16 and 15 record. Of course, for the Bobcats returning this season, LaPrice Lynch, the team's leading returning scorer at 12.7. Good look inside by Lynch. Pioneers answer with Ronnie Baylark. Baylark, the 6'2 junior out of Crestview, Florida. 4-2 Tusculum early, and Lees-McRae just end to end. Just Anderson quickly in at the start tonight. Patterson trying to get it inside to Fagan and turned it over. Wild shot missed, and the ball is tipped out of play. Last touch by Lees-McRae's Marcus Anderson. Unless it's Wilson, I don't see that. 4-2 Tusculum here early. We welcome you into Pioneer Arena. New look Pioneer Arena. For those just tuning in, you're like, oh, wow, we got the big Pioneers logo in the middle of the floor, which we do. And a new scoreboard, and the Pioneers have turned it over once again. They're second here very early. Lynch. This will be Anderson knocking down a 16-footer from the wing. It's good. Actually, it's Dante Falls. That's who it is. They've switched some numbers on me without telling me. So Dante Falls. Here's a three ball by Fagan is good. And Corey Fagan knocks in a three. Pioneers open a 7-4 lead against the Bobcats. Falls again from the foul line is good. Good touch, good range. Baylark to Mitchell. Good drop step inside. They're going to count that bucket. I believe so, yes. Count it one. Connor Mitchell missing all of last year. He's asked to play in place of Chase Mounts. They'll be thin at that area, that position, for a while. But Chase Mounts gets back, get that experience. Heard a lot of good things from Tariq Wynn, a 6'4 freshman. Mitchell missing the three-point opportunity. Zach Hartle obviously returns, 6'7 sophomore. Not necessarily a 4 or 5 guy, but could play those positions if necessary. Pioneers leading at 9-6 against Lees-McRae. We have gone under 17, 3 minutes gone here in the game. Quick trigger by Lynch, missing it, and saved by Lees-McRae. They didn't get a shot off. It's a shot clock violation. But Dante Falls, fourth-year junior out of Shelby, North Carolina, has not missed. Mitchell will come out And here comes Brandon Danso, the young freshman out of Antioch, Tennessee from Cane Ridge High School. I've heard a lot about him as well, another newcomer for the Pioneers. Newcomers this year for Tusculum include Butler, Corrales, Parrish, Dotson, Hodnett, Blevins, Wynn, Baylark, a bunch. A quick timeout will be asked for as the Pioneers open up a 12-6 advantage. Talked about the Bobcats from a year ago. They'll have LMU tomorrow. Leading returning scorer is back. In total, the Bobcats 12 players with collegiate playing experience and 4 newcomers to the roster. So you heard me going through Tusculum, a bunch of newcomers. The case for the Pioneers, when will they get the chemistry going? Where does it come from? Who steps up in the absence of Chase Mounts, who's in a walking boot, probably just for the week, probably will be back. Pioneers who have Wingate a week from tomorrow to open up conference play. And then they will have Belmont Abbey on Wednesday of next week on the road. So if that makes any sense whatsoever. Tomorrow and 5 tomorrow. 3 Lees-McRae and LMU, and at 5 Tusculum, and they'll kick it off at 1:30. Bobcats calling the timeout. Lynch in the air, got caught, bailed out. We're going to get a blocking foul. We're going to count that bucket. The guy that takes probably the most charges last year, Zach Davis, gets whistled for one right here. And that's a bit unlucky. Early timeout where Tusculum had started 5 of 7 from the floor. Lees-McRae at 3 of 7. Davis will give you that every game. Wilson missing the three-point opportunity. Danso with the rebound. Near steal, it should be for Wilson. And he'll score and make it a 2-point game. Lees-McRae with some press. Tusculum not taking care of the basketball very early. That's their 3rd turnover already. That's yielded right into points. Transition, points in the paint. Backdoor look to Davis, and he's shoved out of the way by Chad Hicks. And that'll be a foul going against Hicks. Patterson, a 3, really came on strong down at the end of last season, but missing here. Averaged 9.3 points a game last season, is 3.7 assists per game, finished 4th in the league, and it's a little whistle happy to start this one. Another foul whistled against the Pioneers, just not moving their feet, getting in good position. Baylark picking up that last foul. Wilson, 2 game. Chase Mounts averaged 3.5 rebounds a game as well. All conference honors 2 seasons ago. Has scored over 1,000 points for his career, but not out there. Patterson, another senior. Zach Davis, another senior. Wilson missing the second, remains 12-11. Patterson across the stripe, and long-range specialist Corey Fagan with Vincent Brown also back. Gunnar Beamer will be slowed. He was injured in practice last week. Double dribble on a newcomer to the Pioneers, Keaton Dotson, a freshman out of Gallatin, Tennessee, out of Station Camp High School. Be learning these kids as we go along. Lees-McRae basketball. Henry putting things in motion. Malbon. Henry. Malbon will try for the lead. Give him the lead. Senior out of Hickory, or I should say, trying to head to Lees-McRae. They're taking their first lead at 14-12. Baylark for a third. And the Bobcats will turn for Henry. Got going. Patterson across the stripe. Fagan for a three. Rattles out, it's no good. Falls battling for the rebound and controls it for the Bobcats. Henry will pull up from the foul line, knock it in. Bobcats are warming up and have opened up a 4-point lead. Baylark, a little contact, driving right to the bucket. What Coach Jones wants to see this season. Guy that puts it on the floor and gets to the rim. We'll see Zach Hartle for the first time this year out of King, North Carolina. He checks into the game. Zach Davis is back in. Fagan and Baylark will get a breather. Tusculum Open shooting 72% from the field, but they have cooled off. Dotson a three, and that one's no good. And then commits the mistake by trying to track down the rebound and gives up an outlet. 18-12. Bobcats with their largest lead, and Davis will pull the trigger quickly, and that one's no good. It's an 11-0 run by the Bobcats right now. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Tusculum ball. Tusculum led this one 12-7. They have watched the Bobcats get hot, shooting now %. Dotson will come out of the game. Have to come. Contos. Patterson. They get it inside to Mitchell. It's knocked away. Reaching well.